Thanks be to God and Mcgi for another expository teaching on the mass introduction day 11. During the course of the service, we were taught that there are some things that God entrusts to us, and that the table that was referred to in Isaiah 28, verse 10 signifies the church. So Jesus were taught that Jesus sets a table and is the one who is serving it. He serves we also talked about that you cannot serve the Lord, also the enemy of the church, which is the devil. We talked about that God has a table and he feeds people from the table, and that there is willingness. If it's a command to you, you can do it. In the true church, that we also talked about that the true church were led by the Holy Spirit, and willingness has a wonderful result upon that. So one of the things we talked about that a man can do but is not obligated to do in the Bible is just that he does it willingly and voluntarily, is making a vow. We talked about Ecclesiastic 5 verse 5 that you should always fulfill your vow. So we try to define a vow as opposing an obligation on yourself. That a vow is something you do willingly on yourself. You um, make it upon yourself to do such things. So we talked about that the offering in a true church is um, voluntarily, it's a voluntary decision and it doesn't have a fixed amount. We talked about the contribution of the church is voluntary by the members. It is the members who decide the amount they will give. He also talked about that tithing was a commandment that God gave to the Israelites at that time. So that our contributions are used to preach the gospel. Another part of the contribution are used to pay for print medias, internet bills, and electricity bills. That the early church collection was voluntarily. In 2 Corinthians 9 verse 7, we're taught that we should give voluntarily, that giving should be voluntary. In the true church, that there is no fixed price. So making vows to God is another voluntary act. We also talked about doing good and doing thanksgiving. That thanksgiving is another voluntary act. I really enjoyed this service and learned a lot, and I want to say thanks be to God and God bless MCGI.